Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Leena and I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. For any details regarding personal bookings, please refer to the description box of the video. So today I'm doing a reading on the topic, what are your dreams saying? So you will have two options to select from as you see in front of you. You can select from any of the two images that you see, and also I will be showing you the images up close one by one. You can pause the video as and when required and select the group that you want to watch the reading of. If you want to watch the whole video and then take the messages accordingly that resonate with you, also please feel free to do that. Group number one, this is your image. Group number two, this is going to be your image. Hello, group number one. Whosoever chose the first image, this is going to be your reading. As I was meditating on your image, I got a couple of channeled messages. Firstly, I got the vision of white lilies and fireflies. And the channel message with that I got was many a times you cannot physically have something, but it will always remain as a part of your memories, as a beautiful corner where you can always visit inside your heart. I have this feeling that, when, like, I'll give you an example, like when you were a kid, sometimes, it used to happen, we would leave something in our room and we'll go outside to play, and when we come back, sometimes it happens that our mother would remove that particular thing and put it somewhere else or give it to someone else, and you would come back and fight like, "Mom, why did you give it to this person? I kept it for myself." And you would cry about it. I'm getting something like that, where you kept something on the back burner, or where you left something behind for a while, and you were like, you know what, in the future I'll come back and visit and I'll take this along with me. But when you come back, it's not the same. When you come back, the feeling is not the same. When you come back, it doesn't feel it still belongs to you. You feel as if now you have no right over it, or you no longer have any prevalent connection over it. This could apply to a particular person in your life. This could also apply to a particular place, a particular situation. And now coming back doesn't seem like what it was yesterday. And the message that I got with your image very strongly is that sometimes it's only about the memories that you can make, and again, keep moving forward. Not everything is meant to go along with it on your journey, along with you in the journey. And yeah, like that's how I channeled the message with the vision that I got. Yep. So I'm starting with your cup. I see a beluga whale in my vision. I'm also channeling someone's past loved one here. I believe you might have recently lost someone very dear to you, or a pet of yours. I also see This first appeared to me as elephant face, with like the elephant trunk and the two ears of the elephant. And then it started appearing to me as a winged creature, like an angel or something, that's flying back to its abode. It's like this angel, it's time for the angel to now come back home. It's time for the angel to now go back. For some of you, it's like that energy. I'm also getting a emu in my vision. With this, I'm getting a message of like, it was time for something to say goodbye. It was, I'm also being reminded of, I reminded of like watching a movie when I was younger, in my school. It was a movie about Ganesha, where Ganesha visits a kid's home, and it was time for Ganesha to go away. Like, in India, there is like Ganesh festival where people worship Ganesha for continuously 7 days, 11 days, or something, and they put the idol of Ganesha at their house. Like, they welcome Ganesha like a family member. They worship him every day for continuously, like, some do it for 7 days. I think some also do it for 11 days. And then when it's time for Ganesha to go, they would submerge his idol in a water body and say goodbye to Ganesha. So I watched a movie like this where when it was time for Ganesha to go, the kid cried a lot and was like, "Why don't you stay with me? I want you to stay with me. You became such a good friend of mine," and all of that. And Ganesha was like, "You just have to close your eyes and take my name, and I'll always be there. I'm always with you. Not literally in front of your eyes, but I'm just a call away," kind of thing. I'm getting this energy of like, maybe physically with your own eyes you cannot see this particular person, place, or situation that once used to be a very important part of your life. But the message that I'm very strongly getting here is that they're always with you. This particular presence is always with you. This particular feeling will always be there with you as a beautiful part of your journey. And um, embrace it. Okay. Beautiful message. And I'm also getting this feeling of like, that's love at the end of the day. Sometimes love is about letting someone or something go, when even if it's not under your control, many a times it will not be under your control, but still you let it go. That's love. Uh, Not holding on to the bitter feelings, not holding on to that feeling of why. Because sometimes some things are meant only for a brief period of time, and it is there to give you the most beautiful memories of your life. I'm getting the bird's name hornbill. I'm not sure what it signify, but for many of you, maybe this is a confirmation sign in some way, a hornbill. With the message that I'm channeling is that your dreams are kind of conveying you that something or a person or a particular energy is always there with you. Okay? And it will always be there with you no matter where you go, no matter where you are. It will always be there. Sometimes not really physically, but it will always be there with you. All right? I see a kid here and I see a kid here and I see a toy here. This is kind of reminding me of like childhood. For some of you, I'm channeling this like some of you have a very faint memory of your mother. Maybe you lost your mother too early on in your life, and It's like you have a very faint memory of something. Um, okay. I'm reminded of a story from I read a book from this thing. Sorry, I read a book written by Sri Om Swami. I forgot the name of the book in which, because I have read a couple of books written by him. So I don't exactly remember which book it was, but there's a story where he mentions about a particular lady um, who used to live in his neighborhood, sort of thing. She was a poor lady, and she lost her husband very early on in the marriage, and she had to raise her kids all by herself, and she was not at all educated or anything. She was not skilled. She used to work for, like, she would clean houses, she would do these small odd jobs for people in the neighborhood and things like that. And but one thing about that lady was that she was a worshiper of Lord Shiva, and she was a very devoted worshiper of Lord Shiva. Like, whenever something happens in her life, whether good or bad, she would be like, I know this is Shiva's will. I know Shiva is doing this. I have faith in him. And no matter what bad or what good happened in her life, she never gave up on worshipping Lord Shiva. She would simply wake up in the morning, take Lord Shiva's name, and start her day. She will end her day by taking Lord Shiva's name. She won't do anything complicated ritual or anything, but she just used to utter Shiva's name and live her life like everything is so amazing. And she was very poor, and whatever money she made, she kind of, invested that money in her children's education and whatever she could. She gave it all away on her kids. She never used anything for herself. She didn't even have a proper house to live. Okay, and so Sri Om Swamiji, obviously he knew her, and he always kind of had a soft corner for her, and he wanted to help the lady. He always used to insist her that, why don't you allow me to, like, build you a proper apartment, or build you like a proper place to live. At least I can build something concrete. I can build like 4 walls and give you a proper roof so that you can live comfortably. We can give you something basic, not very luxurious, okay? At least allow us. And she would never accept that. She would be like, no, I'm happy. I'm anyways, I just need some place to sleep and I have it. That's fine for me. And he would always insist on helping her, but she would never accept the help. And she would only say that, what, you progress in life and you do good, things like that. So I remember that bit from the story where sometimes, just because your good intentions cannot be addressed, your good intentions cannot be materialized, doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. I'm getting this energy of, like, sometimes in life, remember that in order to do good, you don't have to force anything. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it means you're meant to do something else. You're meant to help someone else. I'm getting this feeling you might be feeling helpless regarding, say, for example, your family member or your brother or someone is going through something. I'm just giving an example. They're going through like a hard stage in life, and even though you really want to help them, but you feel you can't. You have good intentions, but you can't for some reason. It doesn't make you a bad person, or it doesn't mean that you are less of a person, but maybe things are meant to happen that way. All right. On that note, I'm going to switch two cards. Okay, so I'm starting with these cards, the Ganesha Oracle. I'm seeing the number 444. Coincidentally, while I was reading, I noticed there was a call. I was receiving a call, and the last three digits of the phone number was 444. So that could be a sign, and the time on the clock is 1:44. So the number 4 is something I'm seeing a lot in your reading. Thank you, spirits. For some of you, this message could be in a way that someone could be trying to help you, but they are not able to. So don't take anything personal, is how I'm getting. Like, okay, interesting. Bottom of the deck is number 23. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Interesting. Um, oh, these cards are like very big. I'm starting with the Oracle. You have got number 20, Judgment. Ganesha, surrounded by trumpeting angels, presides over the final judgment, calling souls to account for their actions. He embodies redemption, renewal, and spiritual awakening. The Judgment card represents Ganesha's role as a dispenser of divine justice and a herald of new beginnings. Wow. I'm gonna keep it here. You have got Agni Nuna 37. The number 37 could be significant. I realize I need to cover this card. Hang on. Okay. You have got Freedom is Yours with the Horse Spirit, number 33. You have 32. Serpent. Rebirth, unconventionality, and non-conformity. The idea of renewal and rebirth is twice in your reading, again here with the Judgment. Let's go ahead and see what is this all about. Thank you, spirits. 9 of Pentacles. Oh my God, are you serious right now? What? Judgment is like twice in your reading. I'm getting this idea with the Judgment now, of course, being emphasized because it's twice now in your reading. The message seems to me like it's time for you to free yourself from something. Now with the Horse Spirit and Judgment, it's time that you should be freed of something. The idea of 9 of Pentacles, the idea of freedom is so eminent, so prominent, eminent. Why did I say Eminem? Okay, what? Sorry. All right. The idea of freedom is so prominent in your reading, because Nine of Pentacles also represents resourcefulness and freedom. And again, you have the horse spirit. So let's go ahead. I would like to see more. What is this about, spirits? I just realized there are white lilies and orchids in this, and I did visualize white lilies in the beginning of your reading. Oh my God. The idea of release is so beautiful. Do you see one thing? Usually in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Ace of Cups that you have, there is like something, there's this water pouring in from the universe into the cup. But here it is different. Here from the cup, it's releasing. So the idea of love is different here. The idea of love is about releasing, letting it go free. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. And that's how you change your destiny. So this is so beautiful. I love how they have portrayed this using the and this is similar to the winged creature that I saw in the cup. Like, she also has wings here, and she's blowing the trumpet, indicating it's judgment time. And in this Ace of Cups, the idea of letting it go, the idea of setting it free. So I love this representation. Here, time definitely being signified, time to let go. So your dream is basically indicating the fact it's time to let go of something. Again, with the serpent, the idea of rebirth, the idea of starting again, the idea of a fresh start again. I would like to get the guidebook on this one. Please allow me a moment, please. Okay, so I have it here, 37, Shri Agni Nunapada, the perfect, I hope this is focusing. Wait. If you want to have like a screenshot, you can. The perfect situation. The name of the Shri Agni Nunapada means struck by fire or lightning. She opens the door to the source of beauty, charm, and strength. Her vehicle is a cat that knows how to enjoy the warmth of the fire but is never burned. The yogini path has the divine energy as both the target and the stratum. The one who knows the supreme principle realizes Kula through the thunder-like vibration. By the power of the thunderbolt come beauty, charm, and strength. This is the nature of a perfect body in a perfect situation. Oh. I would like to get a clarity. Wait, I'll just pull a card on this one and we can call it a reading. Oops. So I would like to get a couple of cards on this. Can we clarify this, please, spirits? Can we be more specific, please? Oh yeah, you have got Hierophant. All right. Oh my God. The Devil and the intro card. Unhealthy obsession. Four of Swords. From being all obsessed about it, from being in a controlling situation to letting it go, releasing it. Devil, unhealthy obsession with something. Okay? And wow. The idea of temptation. Here also she's holding an apple. Temptation. For some of you, this is about your next stage in the spiritual growth. I have a feeling that you are so sometimes we become so obsessed with a particular, talking from, my own perspective in life. Sometimes the familiarity of a particular process, the familiarity of a particular knowledge becomes so controlling on us that we don't allow ourselves to grow. It's like, something is telling you to open up, something is telling you to know, but you can also see the world from a different perspective. Say, for example, see, spiritual journey happens in stages. There's definitely a lot of significance again with the high priestess at the bottom. There is importance of spiritual matter here, which goes to show that sometimes, like if you talk about in the Tantra, Hindu Tantra, like we have the Dasha Mahavidyas, the 10 goddesses. So initially you are granted power, but at the same time, there comes a time in the middle where all this knowledge is further destroyed so that you can get to the next level of knowledge. It's similar to how Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, where he first imparts him the knowledge, and then comes a point where he says, you forget all of that, what I taught you. Now you have to see it from this perspective. So something similar, all right? So whatever mold you had, it's like whatever you learned so far, you will release it now. And you will start filling your cup with a very different perspective. So your mold of your reality, your mold of knowledge is further about to be broken to pieces so that you're finally set free with a very further level of knowledge, very, for the lack of better words, an advanced level of knowledge. Okay, so this is where I will end your reading group number 1. Please take good care of yourselves, and I will see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, whosoever chose the second image. This is going to be your reading. As I was meditating on your picture, I got this message of firstly, I channeled the name of Jose Silva. And then I got this message of you giving up on the idea of something because you think like it's completely unachievable, it's impossible for you to have it. And as I say that, it's 1414 on the clock. So I have this feeling that something that you used to really dream about, for many of you, this is about your emotional life, your love life, your receiving love, okay, receiving affection, receiving, like being at the receiving end of love, okay. And I'm also getting this feeling of like something you really used to dream about. It was literally one of your biggest dreams ever. You no longer think about it. You no longer, it's like you have given up on the idea. You feel this is just completely impossible for me. This is completely not for me. Let's go ahead and see. I'm hearing drunken sailor. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm hearing that. Right off the bat, I see the number 5 and I see a key right next to it. There's number 5 here, and I don't know if this is focusing. And right next to it, there's a key, which represents you're about to unlock something in life. You're about to unlock Wow. I see a chameleon here. I'm getting this energy of like, in order to reach this, in order to achieve this, or in order to um, receive this blessing, you will have to adopt, you will have to adapt to something. For many of you, this could also mean you are either changing locations, you are either getting into a place, or you are coming in contact with people who maybe belong to a very different culture, very different ethnicity, because of which you will have to adapt to their environment, because of which you will have to keep an open mind, because the way you're going to receive this blessing is not going to be like what you plan inside your head, okay? And no matter how bizarre it looks or how weird it looks on the outside for the first time, but slowly you're going to realize this is where you belong. For many of you, I feel this is about a big move that you're about to make, a relocation or something on those lines. Um, for some of you, it's about meeting people or meeting a particular person um, that belongs to a complete different culture, ethnicity, group, place, whatever that is. Yeah. I'm also getting this feeling of like, um, it is not what you think. You need to stop catering to small things so that you can reach to the bigger things. You need to stop entertaining small happiness, like small hits and bits here and there, so that you can literally shoot for the stars, something on those lines, you know. If you keep settling for the smaller things, you are gonna lose sight of the bigger thing that's literally is calling you. It's like you need to listen to those whispers. Something is telling you that, you know what, leave this behind. Um, don't settle for this one. Just give me a moment. Sorry, there was some noise from outside, which I also take it as a sign that keep an eye on the prize and don't get distracted on the way. I see a lot of mushrooms in my vision. I literally see a girl sitting on a dragon. If you look at this, the way I got the image, it's like a girl sitting on the dragon. It's like, don't listen to people around you. Don't listen to the external noises that are telling you that, oh, you are thinking too much. You have too big of dreams. It will never come true, or whatever that is. Don't listen. Okay? It's like, keep doing you. And no, you are not bizarre. You're not mad. You're not. Your dreams are telling you that go as mad and as wild as you can. Okay, because it's meant for you. So we are starting with the cards. I don't see a lot inside the cup, so I'm just starting with the cards now. All right, starting with this. Oops. Sorry. I'm starting with the oracle first. So you have number 13, death. Ganesha presides over the cycle of life and death, symbolizing transformation, renewal, rebirth. He reminds us that endings are necessary for new beginnings to emerge. The death card represents Ganesha's role as the ultimate agent of change and transformation. Wait. All right. Then you have, oh my God, are you serious? Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Like there are two cards confirming this message back to back. You have got number 28, flight, opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. Pink flowers could be significant sign. You have got, again, I'll have to cover this card. Number 34, Erudi Pada. So I'm gonna read the guidebook for this one so that we can get the reference. But before that, I'm gonna take your tarot. All right. It's like I'm being reminded of the Beauty and the Beast, where Belle, the girl, she always deep down knew that there is something more than what life I'm living right now, than the place that I'm living at right now. There's always, she had this underlying feeling that yes, there is something more to it. There is something more to it. This is not the end of my life. This is not the end of my dreams. So she kept faith on that, and she never settled with the life that usually the people in her village would live. You know, she never said yes to that guy to marry and things like that. So I'm getting that kind of a feeling here. All right. Um, Anyways, let's go ahead and see. Oh, wow. There is definitely a very clear sign with the butterflies. You are about to take off. You also have the card of flight. You are about to hatch from your transformation phase where the caterpillar converts into the butterfly. It's time for you to now literally grow into this big, beautiful butterfly. Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. It took you quite a while. For some of you, I'm also hearing 18 years. No, Two of Wands. Wow. Like how she's sitting on the roof, looking at the moon, thinking like, I know there's more to this. You have Nine of Swords at the bottom. You might have had so many sleepless nights thinking about this. You might have had so many dreams. You might have had so many doubts inside your head. Wow. It's all about to show you, your dreams are signifying that this particular change that you're manifesting, this particular new beginning, the transformation that you are manifesting, it's about to show you that whatever you used to keep thinking about, it can also turn into your reality. Okay? Oh my God, love it. Four of Cups. It's like even in your sorrow, even in your lowest of times, you are never alone. Because do you see this duck is holding an umbrella to the girl? Like universe actually had your back all this time, even though you were going through your bad phase, you were going through all that atrocities, the low of your life. You were still never alone. The universe actually had your back all this time. It was happening for a reason. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. It's like you have already sown the seed. For you, now it's time to receive the flower, the plant that's growing beneath the surface. Can we get anything more specific, spirits, please? Thank you. Definitely, you will see a lot of butterflies as a confirmation sign. Wow, beautiful. Page of Pentacles. I'm also getting this, I'm again and again reminded of the movie Beauty and the Beast, where it's like choose the beast. Even if it doesn't feel familiar, if like anyone in the world, if they hear about it, they're gonna think you are crazy. But that's your reality. That's focus on how you feel, what you want at the end of the day. You don't have to get back to, oh no, like Belle was in two minds. You remember? If you have watched that movie, Belle was in two minds. That should I actually stay with the beast, or actually I should go back to the village and live the life I was living and look for my father and do this and do that. So yeah, Page of Pentacles. Dragonfly could be another important confirmation sign. Pink flowers are significant. Here also you have pink flowers. You have again Ace of Pentacles, and look what you have, my dear. Oh my God. Okay, look. The journey started with Ace of Pentacles, where you are literally sowing the seeds of your dreams. And now it has come down to the Queen of Pentacles, the queen that has manifested all her desires into her reality. She's not sitting with the seed here. She rather has a whole freaking forest. She has grown all her desires, and now it's her forest. It's her living reality. Number 29 could be significant. For many of you, you might have made a significant change in your life, maybe when you were 29 years of old or something on those lines. This is another confirmation sign for someone watching me. And bunnies, these bunnies that I see here, so that could be another significant sign to you. Like here, she was waiting for the plant to grow. Here, she has already plugged those flowers that are already there in her garden, in her forest. Beautiful. Okay, okay, I'll read the guidebook on this one, and then we can call it a reading. So that is number 34. You have got Sri Erudipada. She's one of the yoginis at the Bheda Ghat temple by the Narmada in Madhya Pradesh. In the present oracle, she's depicted with the head of a cow. In her right hand is the book of the knowledge, and in the left she holds a trishul, symbolizing the divine energy that expresses itself through willpower, action, and wisdom. In the yogini path, the book of knowledge is not intellectual, but rather one that symbolizes empirical knowledge, the vibrating experience. In order to achieve the non-dualistic state, the yogini path is the one insight necessary to perceive the most refined level of expression. One of the steps is to get rid of the ego, symbolized by exchanging human head for that of an animal. Sri Erudipada with the head of a cow is supposed to chew her food many times to make it easily digestible. We humans chew our thoughts many times over, but they upset our digestive system. Okay. All right. So this is giving me a feeling like don't think much. The more you think, the more your logical mind is going to block the idea of what is achievable to you. So just let yourself experience what's coming your way. Keep an open mind and let it come to you. All right. Let me see if I'm missing something. Okay, just let me do one thing. Can I get anything more specific, please, spirits, with the Two of Wands? Let me see if I can get something more specific. Okay, interesting. And even in the first group, the cards repeated, okay? In the first group as well, the major arcana repeated here also. You have death card twice in your reading. One with the Ganesha major arcana cards and one with this one. So you have death twice in your reading, which is coming on with 10 of swords and 5 of swords. And then you have, oh my god, 10 is twice in your reading. And I also saw a 5 while I was reading your cup. Number 5 could be significant. 10 could be significant. 10 obviously represents endings. This is a sign for you that all of that negative belief, all of that that you have gone through, the negative experiences, the blockages, it's ending. You are on to a new start. You are ready to get transformed into this beautiful butterfly. So on that note, group number 2, I'm going to leave this message here. Please take good care of yourselves, and bye-bye.